friend, study with Apala. Chapter 2 The Earth. Thus, the morovisic discontinuity mark the lower limits of the skin of the Earth, commonly is known as the crust. This layers the crust is merely 35 km thick on an average below the continental surface and about 5 to 6 km thick under the ocean. Comparisons of the Earth with the large old apples will help in clarify the concept of a crust. The crust is to the earth what skin is to an old apple, of a very thin, hard, and wrinkled sheet of rock covering. The mental core discontinuity, the seismic waves that cross the morovisic discontinuity continue to travel downwards with almost a uniform increase in their velocity. Such a gradual and uniform increase with the increasing depth is an accepted lines since their velocity is related to density of the mediums, which is normally accepted to increase with depth. At a depth of 2,900 kilometers below the surface, however, another major discontinuity is suddenly observed in the record of the below the surface. However, another major discontinuity is suddenly observed in the record of the seismic waves. At this depth, the P waves becomes very sluggish and suffer a decrease in velocity from 13.64 km per second to as low as 8.1 km per second. Not only that, the S waves are practically stopped from going deeper into the earth. At this depth of 2,900 kilometers, the zone of the earth lines below between these two discontinuities, the M's discontinuity means morovisic discontinuity, and the mental core discontinuity is called mental. The second discontinuity recorded at a depth of 2,900 kilometers, while demarcating the end of mentals also mark the beginning of the third major zone of the earth that is named as a core. This discontinuity is therefore aptly known as mental core discontinuity. It was first discovered from the seismic record by B. Gutenberg in 1918 and subsequently is confirmed by Jeffries in 1939. In this figure, don't forget to make this figure. Core 105 degree, this angle 105 degree. P and S wave indicate labeling. P and S waves, core. This arrow, don't make this arrow directions keep in your memory. Only P waves. Shadow zones, behavior of seismic waves within the earth. The second discontinuity recorded at a depth of 2,900 km, while demarking the end of the mentals also mark the beginning of the third major zones of the earth that is named as a core. This discontinuity is therefore aptly known as the mental core discontinuity. If it was first discovered from the seismic records by B. Gutenberg in 1918 and subsequently confirmed by Jeffries in 1939. The behavior of P and S waves below the depth of 2,900 kilometers throw scientific light on the existence of the third major cell. The cores in every major earthquakes, P and S waves are recorded at all the stations lines between the pay centers and 142 degree and are arc distance 11,000 km further between 105 degree 5 degree and 142 degrees are distance 11,000 to 16,000 kilometer, and so only P waves every appears. There is thus a shadow zones free from P and S waves in the record of each deep seated earthquakes. The shadow zones indicates existence of zones made up of materials of a completely different nature. Shadow zones indicates existence of a zone made up of materials of completely different nature, and compare with that of the upper zones, two zones of the earth. This zones starts at a depth of 2900 kilometers, 2898 kilometer to be precise, and continues right up to the center of the earth, 6371 kilometer, which defines the boundaries of the cores within the earth. R.D. Oldmans established the existence of a core in the body of the earth in 1906. Thank you. Like and support and subscribe this channel. Thank you.